I'm Lewis Kelly. I am the 2019 Newton County Teacher of the Year. Yay! And one of the 10 finalists for the state, Georgia State Teacher of the Year. And it's hard to believe that just a year ago I was sitting right there where Miss Prophet is sitting, right there in that middle seat, sweating, wondering. Hot, the lights was on me, because y'all don't realize that these lights are in their face. And they are hot. So we really can't see our family. We can't see anything. All we trying to do is look good while we sweat. So I know what you're going through. They don't realize it, I realize it. But like I said, it's hard to believe that it was just a year ago that I was sitting in that seat. I never thought I would be Teacher of the Year. Never thought I would get that kind of accolade from my peers, and it was just overwhelming, and I was humbled by it, and I was just happy to be sitting on the stage. Then when they surprised me and came in my room last year, and they told me that I was one of the finalists for the County Teacher of the Year, and the way they did it was they let the SROs come in first. So the SROs came in my room first, so the first thing I said to my kids, which one of y'all did something? So I'm thinking somebody done stole something, somebody done beat somebody up, and then I saw my mama come around the corner, my dad come around the corner, and my wife come around the corner. I was like, okay, what'd I do? So I'm trying to run in my head like, what did I do? Did I do anything saying that on social media? I'm not on social media. I don't remember hitting the kid. So why they in my room? So they came in the room and I saw Miss Fury, and I really thought, I was like, hey, now Miss Fury here, I'm definitely in some trouble. But then they told me, and I saw the flowers, I said, well, it can't be too bad if they give me flowers, because I'm still alive, I ain't dead yet, so it had to be something good. And that's when they told me that I was one of the finalists. And then last year, one day later on the 4th, October 4th, I walked across that stage and they called my name. And I realized that I was the Teacher of the Year for Newton County, and I was very, very overwhelmed. I was very shocked. I was happy. My dad stood right there. That's my boy, you know. Unfortunately, my father's no longer with us. He died in April, and I'm just happy that he was able to see that moment and experience it with me. And on the journey to being a Teacher of the Year, I have to tell you, to the 3 finalists, I don't know which one of you won. We don't get to know. We get to find out the same time y'all do. But you know those essays you wrote? Be prepared to write some more. You're gonna write some more essays. So, but you're gonna meet some incredible people, some amazing people, some wonderful people, people that you will stay in touch with. And I thought it was a bunch of BS and malarkey when they told me, but we actually still talk to each other right now. We took the actual winner, the Teacher of the Year for the state, we actually bounce ideas off each other. Like, we still talk to each other. I have to fill in for her for one of her speaking engagements because she won't be able to make it. So we still communicate with each other. You will meet some amazing people, just like here, these amazing people, all right? So the journey for being Teacher of the Year is wonderful. It's not as stressful. The only stressful part is the interview, and then they feed you before they interview you. That's the tricky part. They get you all full, get you in there burping, stomach full and everything, and then they want to ask you a bunch of questions and expect you to answer them intelligently, you know? So be prepared for that as well, all right? But I want to talk about something that I learned on my journey as Teacher of the Year. And on my journey, we talked a lot about mental health. We talked a lot about teacher issues. We talked a lot about the stuff that you really don't talk about in public. Only teachers kind of talk about together. And so I'm a visual guy. That's how I learned. And so everybody know what this is, right? When you first look at it, which one you think it is? Coca-Cola. It ain't Coca-Cola. It's just cola. See that? Got you. That's how they got me too. All right, so this is a simple Coca-Cola. Anybody want it? Anybody thirsty? Would anybody drink this? Nobody would drink a cola? Nobody? Y'all messing up the demonstration now. Thank you. She will. So you would drink this Coca-Cola, right? So if you came up here and I gave it to you, you'd take it home, put it in the refrigerator, and you'd drink it later, right? Okay. You still want it? Come on. Come on, get it. Why you don't want it now? Why? Why is it gonna explode? It's under pressure. All I did was shake it a little bit, though. You still drink it? So you don't want it now? But can it still quench your thirst? Is it able to still quench your thirst? So can it still serve its purpose? Okay. Is there a way that we can make it safe to drink? Now, if you're from the South, you know the old rule. But if you're a science teacher, you know that does absolutely nothing. So, what do we got to do? So first of all, why in the world I bring the soda can out here and I shook it up? Well, just like you said, you wanted it at first, right? But then I shook it, you didn't want it anymore. Imagine this was a student in your classroom. When we first see them, we all want to teach them, right? But then we got something that's shaking up. Poverty, unstable home life, overcrowded homes. Why does Lakeisha always yell in my class? Well, there are 7 children in Keisha's household, and the only way she's heard is if she yells. Shaking up. Why does Lakeisha not like me? See, Lakeisha already acting up. Why does little Johnny not like me? Why does he always come in my class and give me all this attitude? Well, when little Johnny goes home, little Johnny has to wonder what he's going to eat tonight. Shaking up. So now they come into our class and they're shaking. You can't tell they're shaking until you talk to them or until you get in a situation with them. Sometimes their previous teacher will tell you, little Johnny, he shook up. Watch yourself. So, what do we do with little Johnny? How can we settle little Johnny or little Keisha or little Faye Quisha? Simple. Was that 4? Yeah, it's 4. You better work too. Wait. I hear you talking. Oh. So, little Johnny, little Faye Quisha, little Keisha was all shook up. But see, what they do every day, they tap the can and turn. How you doing today? Hey, I'm glad you came to class today. Hey, you were on time today. Instead of saying what's wrong with you, what happened to you? Hey, let's talk about something other than the content. So tonight, what we're really celebrating about you all is that you're great settlers. You take the shaking and you bring them to a level state, a normal state. You don't just give them content. You don't just teach them how to read, write, and do math. You make them better individuals. You give the unstable stability. You give them peace. Your classroom may be the only place where there's no noise and no confusion and no chaos. Your class may be the only place where they get to be a child. So tonight, we honor all of you for being settlers. Thank you.